So I've just arrived for the third day in a row of boot sales here at the same boot sale. And I'm a little bit later today. It's Easter Sunday. We've done the whole Easter egg thing this morning and I didn't want to miss that. So we've done that and then I've headed out here. So I'm about 15 minutes later than I usually would be. But hopefully that won't make too much difference. We can still get in there and do well. Alright, here we go. People are still coming on, splitting up. So even being a little bit later, I think I'll still do okay. Let's go. How much on that, please?
£1.
Take that, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. I've sold this a couple of times before. It doesn't go for a great deal, about maybe 10 to 15 at the most. More like 10 these days. Only £1. How much are your CDs, please? Good each. I'll grab a few. But how much for the lot? Because they're all ones I'd go for. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So, yeah. Fiver? Is that alright? Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Okay.
Tech deck. Yeah, Spin Master 2009. Yeah, have you got any more of this tech deck stuff? Just those two.
You can have them for £1 if you want them.
Yeah, please, I'll take them for that. Thank you. Oh, how much for them? I'll take it, thank you. You alright, how much for your metal sign, please?
£2.
Two. Yeah, I'll take that, please. There's no game in that.
Oh right,
but
I've not checked them.
I'm quite interested in the postcards.
Alright.
What do you think?
50p?
Yeah, go on. Go on, thank you.
Someone's just given me these, I've not even checked them. Are they in there?
Yeah, I've not looked. I wasn't interested in them. It's just this one. How much on your Funko Pops down here?
50p each.
50p each. If I took them all, what would you do?
All of them.
Yeah. Why not?
Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Quick maths, isn't it?
£6.
That's why I'm letting you do it, not me.
Yeah, £6.
£6.
So we've got the little Captain America one in as well.
Yeah, okay. Cool, thank you.
Do you want a carrier bag?
Yes, please, that'd be great.
There you go.
Thank you. How much are your dinosaurs, please?
The Schleck ones are £4 each, but the other ones, somebody's eating it, he's eating it, it's like,
Right.
they're 4. I've just sold the real big ones to them, and these are like 2, the plastic ones. There's a few of the Schlecks.
I know.
It's not a Schleck. This one. as well. Is it a Schleck? No, it's not a Schleck. There's 4 small ones left now. They've all gone now.
How about a tenner on the 4?
No,
Can you do
definitely
that?
not. I want 16.
No.
The band before wanted to, but I'd rather.
No.
Okay.
Fisher Price fan. I've never seen a Fisher Price fan before. Let's see how much they want for it. It's going to be really cheap or really expensive, isn't it? You're right. How much on that?
£3.
£3. You too?
£2.50.
Thank you.
How much? Just me?
I was going to set through and I thought, go home. Won't it? That's been asked.
We said it because he bought us. I thought I might as well give it a try.
Don't blame me, don't blame me. Hi there. Hi, how much on your bluey house?
The bluey house, the extra set of friends, the granny set, and the car is 25.
Charlie can pop through that.
Right.
Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is.
How much are your Funko Pops?
Not more than me then. Probably do. Know what you're looking for.
Is that John Cena? Is it? My kids are obsessed with John Cena right now. Mushroom? No.
It's a mushroom.
It is a mushroom. So I'm learning. I'll just take those 2, please. Yeah, so those are for my kids. How much on your books there? The horrible history one.
£4, so that's full set, mates.
Right.
Unused and unblemished. Do it for free if you really want it, mate. Like, it's £20 set for £3. It's nothing,
Yeah,
is
okay,
it?
I can't say no to that. Thank you.
Not a bag, pal.
No, it's alright, I'll stick it in here. Can you do a 20? I think that's all I've got at this point. I did bring loads of change, but it's all gone. Thank you. Oh, you're right. I've not seen you in ages. Are you okay? How you doing?
I know you packed your job and
Yes, I have. I quit. Doing this now. Yes, I'm only now going into the main part of the boot sale. Still going to start at the back. It's probably little point at this stage, but hey, any advantage. Mugs, 20p, you know, I love a mug. Vintage, but nah, not for me. How much are your books, please?
We'll do them 3 for £1.
Who's the Dean Koontz fan?
Yeah.
Is that you? Yeah, I am too. I'm trying to think if I've got these or not. I feel like I don't recognise, and I've definitely got that. The Eyes of Darkness. House of Thunder. Shadow Fires. How much are they for?
120.
Yeah, thank you. I've definitely not got those covers, I know that much, and that's the older covers that I prefer. I'll sell the other ones if I've got them.
Lovely.
Thank you. Just keep it. That's fine.
Okay,
thank you. How much is your box there? Provisions? 7. A mate of mine's here today, I ain't seen him, so I don't know where. He might have got up in the top field. Nice wicker tray. I think my wicker tray days might be over. For now anyway. I don't like cleaning them. All the food and stuff gets all like in it, or you have to get a brush out and it takes you out half an hour to clean the things. That's a cool Christmas tree base there. It's a little bit rough there. I spy some winter bottoms jars. 2 of black. I've always got chips and stuff on these days. I've not sold them for a long time, so people who still have them have been using them for ages, and they all tend to be chipped. No. Right, mate, how much are these figures on here?
Got them all.
I don't know what they're from. Various different things, I think, aren't they? I don't either.
And a box of them as well. £5 for all of them. I think they are from Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. Oh no.
Cyclops. Oh,
Can't remember now.
including them?
Yeah,
as well.
£5 for all one.
Yeah, go
Power
on.
Ranger,
I'll
Transformers.
have a look later. I recognise him from something, but I don't know what.
Some like small collectible ones, and then the more they were quite expensive things. £5 for all of them. Transformer ones are great.
Yes, I think these are a bit newer, but I'd say probably like early to mid 2000s.
Yeah,
I'm just looking for a date. It's the old like 80s ones really that hold the money.
Yeah, no, they're not anywhere near as old as that.
No. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, 2008.
But yeah, £5 for all of them, and then what, a couple of quid each on these.
No, I'll leave them, thanks.
Not expensive, but they were not cheap.
Yeah. Actually, I know a bit about like 80s, 90s, and a bit about more recent stuff because I've got kids, and I've got a bit of a gap in knowledge. And this is that I have no idea if they're good or not. And I wouldn't buy them myself to kind of.
They're probably not, but they're a couple of quid each. Aren't they?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Selling them on.
They'll go. Somebody will have them. It's just to a little bit older. Then it would be the kind of thing I'd go for, definitely.
Look out. Quit.
Yeah. Cheers.
That one.
Just those 3 then, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like your tape player.
Yeah.
A tape player.
How much is the tape player?
I only came to look. Yeah, it seemed to be. Yeah.
Both items for £5 if you want them.
There's no link with that.
Right. Is it batteries? Yeah, you can use batteries. Yeah. Sonic boom, that's what you want when you wake up in the morning.
You put the bit on your bed, yeah.
I'll just take that, please. Yeah. I've got 2 young kids. I've got no problem getting up in the morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eiffel Tower light-up thing. Is it glass? Plastic. It's glass. What do you reckon? How much?
18 to 24 more.
Does it work? Yes. Hi there. How much is your Eiffel Tower here?
£5. They're late up.
Yeah.
Batteries in, you know.
Is it like a bottle originally or sort of a lamp? Like a, I don't know. Is it?
Supposed to be Eiffel Tower, but late up. It's nice and 8, you know, when late up.
Yeah.
Where's my daughter, you know?
you want a bag, love? No, I've got one here.
Working all right, you know, everything's all right.
Do 4 in it, please. Thank you. Brilliant. Appreciate the change as well, thank you. Yeah, these can do really well. It's definitely not something I want to buy right now. There's no room, but they can do well. The branded ones anyway, I don't think these are branded. Probably still do alright. We've got so far, and I'm going to head back in for one final look round. I say final look round, again I've not even been down to the main part of the field yet. Not got that far, but generally don't buy as much up that end anyway. But I'm going to have another walk around the whole thing again, see what else we can find, see if we can hoover up a few kind of bits. Do you know, I've found very few like ceramics recently, like bread bins, cookie jars. I mean, there were a few here today, but none of them were any good. But that's just how it is. Did get myself a big glass Eiffel Tower though, you know, like you do, £4. Anyway, have a good look at this when we get back. Let's head back in for a final look round. I'm going to head home and eat some Easter eggs. Let's go. I'll get these if they're cheap enough. They've got to be like £1 each or something. How much are your dishes?
The dishes, I wanted 6 for the big one and 4 for the little one.
Right, thank you. You're okay, thank you. Yeah, 6 and 4. We ain't getting anywhere. That's $100 years of fun. That's cool. Lakeland Towns. I do love the lakes. Hi, how much are your books, please?
The hardback's 2 and that's 1.
That's 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that one, please. You wouldn't do £1 each, would you?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Thank you. Got his signs out again. I could have a field day here. I've just so many cool looking ones. It's probably the ones that I had that I saw like when I was growing up in Blackpool. Especially this guy over here with a policeman's hat on. I don't know what that's from. I'm going to send it to Claire and see if she knows. Claire grew up in Blackpool like all her life, so if anybody knows, it will be Claire.
I'm never going to be able to because, especially because me and
Alright, what's that? It's fake. Just £1 on that. Some Christmas nuts there. Right, one last quick look around and I'm going home.
Monster, the cookie monster. He's in the middle. Who is it?
So there we go, that's everything I bought. All this stuff and the stuff I've just picked up now. We'll have a look at it when we get back. So there's a few things in here I didn't get on camera. Most of it I did though. It's mostly just the load of games that I got from a friend of mine for, what did I spend? I think I spent like 20 quid. We'll go through it all in just a minute. But I just wanted to mention, this is like, the last few days is the busiest I think I've ever seen it here. And I've seen it busy, you know, height of summer, obviously it's busy then. But I've never known like so much. Like, they're all parked all the way up there. There's also parking in a field over there, and there was several rows up there all parked. This is completely full. You know, it's not like a load of this is closed like it has been the last couple of days due to the weather and like soft ground. This is all open. So it's full all the way down there, all the way up here, and over in the kind of overflow field as well. I've never known it this busy. So yeah, good boot sale here. This is the only one that is open close to me right now. There are a few a bit further afield. There's one that was going to open, I think, today for this weekend, but didn't in the end due to the weather. So that'll be opening soon. And I've got one that's opening, I think, in about a month's time. I got like 2 boxes full of these from a mate of mine. He didn't think much of them himself, and maybe there's not much to them, but I like them, they're vintage. I bought 2 boxes full of them, and I've paid very little for them. But I said, if they do sell well, then I'll give them a bit of extra money. Same for the video games here as well. Right, let's head home, eat some chocolate, and we'll have a good look at all this in just a moment. It's a little bit later now. I'm ready to have a look at this stuff. I've searched a few things, but not everything here. I'll give you a rough idea of how much it should go for. Today I've spent about £70 on everything. There's a couple of things I need to go back and double check the price on, but it's about £70 in total. Let's take a look at what we've got. So here's everything we've bought today, plus this stuff down here as well. But I'll start down here with this stuff because these aren't to sell. These are for me. I was right, we do have that, and I think we've got that one, which I didn't know, but I don't think we've got those 2, but it's the covers that, you know, I'll probably, if we do have any of these already, these Dean Koontz books, with newer covers, I'll probably sell them to make way for these ones, because we don't really have room for them otherwise. And then these 2, I'm going to give to my mother-in-law, maybe for a birthday, because that's coming up soon. She loves the Lake District nearly as much as we do, maybe more. But they love them. These books are good. They're not worth a great deal or anything, but they're just nice. There's like loads and loads of information in here about various towns in the Lake District. Definitely recommend it. Like detailed kind of like old maps and stuff. They will not be included in my totals right here. And nor will these 2 Funkos here. They are going to my kids. Check out this one, Mr. Bean. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. It was a little better. But while we're down talking about Funkos, let's have a look at these ones. I got these for just under 50p each. We've got a few decent ones. These ones at the back that have stood up are not too bad. I think this one was the best. Like kind of maybe up to a tenner on like those 3 and a little bit more, I think it was on that one. And then the rest, a mix. That one, I think that's Gremlins, that's kind of okay. Most of these I'll probably bundle up together. I've got this book set here from a friend of mine, Lee. We've actually got this book set ourselves upstairs, which we are selling. So I've now got 2 to sell. But I know that there's a little bit of money in these. It's a full like collection. £3. I don't know how much they go for these days. I don't think it's a great deal anymore. I remember when we bought it, it was quite a lot. But I don't think they're quite as popular as they once were. And this here is a Mattel dinosaur from 2020. It was only £1. I've sold it a couple of times before, hence me picking it up again. I wouldn't pay more than £1 for it. It won't sell immediately. It will go in the background eventually. So let's move up here. Check out this book. I got this at the same time as getting these 2 books here. £1. And it's a kind of celebration of 100 years of the Pleasure Beach. So it's from 1996. And somebody recently sold one for about £10 free postage, but there's no others for sales. I think there'll be a bit of money in that, more than a tenner. I'll probably aim for more like 20 on it. But if all else fails, Theme Park Worldwide might get this. They might. Go check them out on YouTube. He has a whole like museum thing going on that he's doing at the moment. He's kind of collected stuff for a long time. He's displaying some things, including my Frontierland tea towel. I've seen it in one of his recent videos. I don't think he's put it anywhere yet, but I've seen it in like a pile of kind of similar type of things that he's got ready to display. There in the background is a Fisher-Price fan, and to my surprise, somebody has actually managed to sell one fairly recently for about £15. No box, just the loose fan, and then 2 people in America have them up for about £30 plus postage. So hey, and I don't think they had the box either. I can't remember now, but I don't think they had the box. Is there much of a market for Fisher-Price fans? I think as soon as summer comes around, somebody will take it if it doesn't go before that. I think I paid £1. Was it £1? Was it £2? Might have been £2 on that. Up here we have what my partner thinks might be the fail of the day. I don't know, I think it looks okay. It's the Eiffel Tower. She said, is it not supposed to have a thing in the top, at the top? And I did think that before I bought it, but I don't think it does. Like if you look up Eiffel Tower glass, like vase / bottle, most of them, the vast majority, don't have anything in the top. Now maybe it should, maybe it shouldn't, I don't know, but most of them don't have anything, and the ones that do, it's just like a little kind of plastic lid. So yeah, I don't know. It looks alright when it's lit up. £4 is what I paid. 25 quid plus postage, I would hope for. Maybe I can just say it's Blackpool Tower and like have it in the back of my videos or something, right? Maybe. Don't know. What do you think? Was that a fail buy or not? I think it's alright. It's nice heavy glass. I think it's okay. It's not the end of the world anyway, whether it sells or not when you're paying £4. I just thought it looked kind of unique. I like to go for these weird, like, unique things sometimes. It's a Grumpy mug, Disney, barrel design, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't just pick up any Disney mugs. There are particular ones that I do, particular ones that I don't go for. I tend to go for anything that's like maybe vintage and like commemorative. And I tend to go for maybe like nicer, really good condition, Disney store branded ones as well. But again, I'm no expert exactly, but I do have a good idea of what to get and what not to get, and that just kind of comes with experience and trying them, trying some, trying others. This particular one, I think it will be worth more than what somebody's recently got for it. Somebody got £12 plus postage for it. There's no others up of this particular design that I could see with this like barrel design, like nice barrel, like wooden texture. So I will be aiming closer to 20, I think. I think that will go closer to 20. It's just in really good condition and kind of a bit of a rarer one. And then here we've got a biscuit jar, gold coloured one. Don't see the gold version very often, so I figured I'd pick it up. It was only £1. It's a musical one, like a Christmas musical one. These sell at Christmas, and they do sell throughout the year as well. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bothered buying it. And then these, I got 2 boxes of these. Showed these to my partner, and she's not said this was the fail of the day. She said that was the fail of the day. So maybe, maybe I've got away with these. I'm not sure. What do you think? They're obviously vintage, exclusive, decorative magnets. They did do like a whole host of different ones, like a coffee grinder, antique scale, salt and pepper mill, bathroom scale, frying pan with an egg and sausage in it, and a shopping trolley. Maybe a couple of them might have been better than this particular one, but whatever. This is what we've got. We've got 2 boxes full. I think there's 12 to a box. I don't know whether the boxes are completely full or not. So we've got maybe 20 to 24 of these to sell, and I paid very, very little for them because I got them bundled in with all these video games, which we'll get to in just a minute. At the back right there is a Jack Daniel's sign. It's like a metal kind of vintage effect sign. It's a proper Jack Daniel's branded one. It's got like a little logo thing on the reverse of it. You got to kind of watch out with these signs. Like some of them, like I think when it's like old brands that don't exist anymore, you're probably going to be okay. It's like selling it, although don't mark my words on that. But I've never had any issues selling these signs. But if it's a newer thing and you're putting like, the brand name on it and it's not officially kind of made by Jack Daniel's or whoever it may be, then I don't know where you stand like from a copyright point of view. I'm probably overthinking this, I am, but it's just something you've got to bear in mind when you're selling on eBay, because if this wasn't like, if it didn't have like a proper Jack Daniel's like logo on the back of it, I probably, because Jack Daniel's is obviously such a big brand and it's still a brand now, I would be a bit wary selling this on eBay. So you just got to kind of, something you got to think about before you pick this stuff up. If you're selling on eBay, is it going to be okay selling it? This one, I'm happy to do so because of the sticker on the reverse. And yeah, nice design, I think. How much was it? £1? Was it £2? Something like that. Wasn't a lot. Got a classic Bop It. That's something you don't see me pick up very often at all. It was only 50p. It was just there in front of me. I nearly didn't bother, but I asked and they said 50p, and I thought, yeah, whatever. I found in the past that many of them end up just like not working, like rusty battery compartments, that kind of thing. I tend to stay away from them, but for 50p, whatever, that's fine. I'll give it a go. Here in the corner, we've got 2 half pipes, proper Tech Deck branded. Spin Master, I think it is, that makes them. And they're not in great condition, but she only wanted 50p each, £1. Like, there's some corrosion going on here. I might kind of get my Brasso out and try and remove a bit of it, but it's never going to be perfect. I'm not going to spend much time on them at all because they're not worthwhile to do that. But for 50p each, Tech Deck stuff has always done well. It always sells reasonably quickly as well. So 2 half pipes, is somebody going to want just 2 half pipes? I guess they probably will at the right price. So yeah, I'll stick them up fast. I don't want to kind of be stuck with them for too long. You know, they're quite large for what they are and how much they're worth. So something else you got to think about when you're picking stuff up. You know, if it's a massive thing, it's not worth a lot. You don't want it taking up room. If your room is limited, then you need to be, you know, careful over buying like large things. I'm a lot better at that than I used to be. You know I've bought like this, right, and this, but I don't like to get much bigger than this unless it's something that's very, very valuable. Here we got a tape player. It looks in really good condition. It was only £2. There's no power supply, but it does run on batteries, so I'll test it with the batteries and put a couple of spare tapes that I've got upstairs with it and sell it like that. I'm not sure, I've not looked at the brand or anything. I can't even see the brand to tell you. Is that it? Telly? No, it's just Telly Recorder. I'm going to end up destroying my whole setup here, but yeah, it's a tape player. It was cheap enough. I'm sure there'll be a few pounds in that. And here we've got a stack of CDs. I don't pick them up all that often, but this guy had a load that were all the same kind of genre of music, like old school kind of rock, like Twisted Sister, Def Leppard, what else we got? Status Quo, Alice Cooper, kind of all that kind of era, and not really my kind of thing. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I do like music of that era, and a little bit later. It's a little bit before my time. I think that's what it is. I remember Def Leppard, one of these I had when I was a kid. But yeah, there's some good artists here. I know of these artists. I know that some of them are pretty good. And there's a few sealed ones. In fact, there's more sealed ones here than I actually thought there was. But these two are the best. I've had a look through them all, and there's a few that are only worth like £3 or £4. There's a few that are worth like up to about a tenner, but these two are the best. This one, I think this is like an American import. The regular version of this, which I actually have as well sealed, but it's just the regular version, is not worth nearly as much as this. I reckon I can maybe get up to like 25 on this one. And that one was about kind of 10 to 15, I think, that one. Because it's brand new sealed, that's brand new sealed, that's brand new sealed. Yeah, so we should do okay. There's a couple that are not sealed as well that do okay. Only paid, what, was it a £5 for a lot? Here's a Horrible Histories book set. I've picked this up in the past. They don't go for a great deal anymore. £3 is what I paid. He like twisted my arm a little bit in buying them. I wasn't going to bother, to be honest, but he was like, go on, £3 is, you can't get better than that. And he's right, £3 is a very good price for them, but they don't resell all that great, or they didn't last time I had them, but you never know, maybe that has changed. This is kind of cool, this Power Rangers gun. I thought this was like old, original, like 90s when I saw it, but it's not. It's actually 2003, so yeah, it's a few years after the original Power Rangers came out, but it's still kind of cool, and somebody has managed to get recently about, I think it was about 15 quid for it. This needs a little bit of a clean up, and I need to test it out, so if I can get it working, then 15 quid, thereabouts. Only paid £1 for it. These, by the way, what are these? Anybody know? These were just in with these Funko Pops, so they bagged them up for me, so I'm guessing they were maybe just in the bag. And I don't know, when I first saw them, I thought, is it Thanos from Avengers? Like, he has like the crystals in his glove, that type of thing. I don't think this has anything to do with that, is it? I don't know. Does anybody know if there's any link between these and these? If you do, please let me know. I'm guessing the answer is probably no. But I will keep them until this video comes out, just in case. I picked these 3 items out of the box. They were 50p each. and I don't really know why I put this one, to be honest. P&O Ferries, I just thought it was a bit unusual. It's not something I tend to find when I'm rummaging through these boxes at boot sales or charity shops. So finding it, I kind of thought, yeah, somebody might have it. Somebody might have had it before the whole P&O thing that happened with, you know, staff and all that. These two are better though. This one is Hot Wheels. It is, I did know the name of it just before I started recording. I cannot think what it is now though, off the top of my head. There's another one that's the same but a different colour that seems to be more common. So anyways, Dino Trucks. Dino Trucks, I've had a few Dino Trucks before, and I think this is actually the same. Is that gecko that I got in my last video? Was it the video before? I think it was the video where I got the, what was it? The row machine, because I bought it from the same guy. That kind of gecko thing, gecko drill thingamajig, whatever it is, same brand as this, Dino Trucks. And some of this Dino Truck stuff, you'd be surprised, can do well. This one, I think we might be able to get like 15, maybe even 20 at a push. It is in really, really good condition. I paid about, what did I pay? £5 for all of this stuff. A lot of this was in this box, which he did as well. We kind of threw it in with all these. There's nothing like outstanding here. This is from, well, I'll let you put, I know what it's from, but comment down below if you know what this is from, because it's a little bit different. A little bit different. I think there's something wrong with his head. Is there something wrong with his head? I think this guy's got squashed at some point, so he might not be worth much. If he was okay, maybe a tenner. I don't know if I'll probably still try and sell him, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I wasn't sure, but looking at him again, yeah, I think his head's been crushed, stood on or something at some point. But not to worry, because there's some other bits in here. Got a little Harry Potter figure there. Got a few things that are kind of a bit random, like these magnets. These are Transformers magnets. They're proper branded from what I can see. That's from 2009. I think this one was from a different era. This one's from 2007. I don't really know anything about them. I've never seen them before. Really don't know. We've got a Dalek Sec there. That's a Doctor Who enemy as well. A couple of other little bits in there, not really worth much. A little Star Wars toy. This guy, Ironclad, I think he's called. He's quite good. He might be the best thing in this box, actually. I think I can maybe get about 15 quid for him. I got this two Cyclops and Baby Cyclops right here. They're Disney, apparently. I mean, what Disney film has these Cyclops in it? I do not know. But, yeah, don't know. There was a couple of souls, I think, for this guy. Not a lot, like 5-6 quid, something like that. I got Power Ranger there. I didn't look that one up. I got a Chap May guy there. Couldn't find him, but his little video camera there, somebody's trying to get like 15 quid or something just for the video camera. So I might do the same. Tenner, I don't know. Wouldn't afford it, but there you go. Ratatouille figure, Turtles, and yeah, £5. He did have a load of other like Transformers and stuff as well, but I don't know. I don't know if I got that on film or not, but if I did, like, was any of that any good? I had a good look at it, and the quality of it just didn't seem right. I mean, I think it was genuine. It's a newer Transformers, and the quality just wasn't that great, in my opinion. So, could have been money in them, but I can only go with what I know. And then lastly, we've got all these video games here, thanks to Lee. Lee doesn't watch the videos, I don't even think he knows I actually make videos, does he? I don't know. He did all this for 25, including these magnets as well. Although I did say, you know, if any of these are worth a particularly good amount, if I can get good money for them, I'll give them a little bit extra. But most of these are not very good, to be honest. These are quite good though, I think. These seem to go for, you put a PlayStation Move controller in this, and it's a gun, like gun games such as this like Time Crisis game I've got here, and that's not a bad game. I think that's worth about 15 quid. These like attachments for the controllers go for about 20 quid each, so that's pretty good. Look out for these out there. I didn't even know these existed. The better ones are at the top here. Skate 2 is worth a little bit more than I thought. The orange box ain't too bad. Rayman Origins is okay. Sonic Generations is okay. And that one's kind of okay. Time Crisis is alright, and then that's not from him, that's from somebody else. It was just the steelbook from Fallout 4. No game though, but it's got like the limited edition sealed postcards in there, so I thought somebody might just have them, or somebody might want the steelbook with the postcards to complete theirs, whatever, I don't know, 50p, fine. And then this nice bracelet was in the box with these, and I actually said to my mate, I was like, are you sure you want to get rid of this? It was kind of like attached to something, a bit of fabric or something. I was like, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, you did actually want to sell this, and that it's just not, you know, fell in there. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't want it. It's not Pandora, it's that Pandora kind of style though, and I don't know, it's probably not a great deal in this, but it was bundled in with everything else, and I just thought it was kind of nice. And also with those video games, I got 2 of them, by the way. Did I mention that? I got a couple of backs. He just randomly had them in a box. I said, is it okay if I take them? I asked him if he had the controllers, and he said no. So a couple of Wii backs. These are always handy to have, because a lot of people use those battery packs on the Wii controllers, and then they get rid of these. The camera as well. PlayStation camera, looks like a camera and microphone built in. I think these go for about a tenner, something like that. This was £3. Tried to get him down a little bit because I wasn't sure on it, and rightly so. Like, I don't think there's much money in these, although there's other versions of this that do seem to be a bit better, but none of them made by this Lennox Sound. Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys probably see what I was kind of going for. I just don't know if I quite got there with this one. So that's everything. 3 days in a row at the same boot sale. We've got the last day, the 4th day tomorrow, Bank Holiday Monday. Bank Holiday Mondays are traditionally not very good, but judging by how busy this boot sale has been over the last 3 days, I think we'll still get a good one tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to go, and like, there has been quite a few people who are traders who've been there every day. So, but there's been a good mix of regular people as well, where you get like the bargains, and also people selling, like, I'm pretty sure the people I bought the CDs off were traders, but they didn't really do CDs, managed to get them. And I'm pretty sure the guy I bought these figures off was a trader, but he didn't really do toys. And do you know what I mean? So just because they're traders, just because they, you know, are a business, doesn't mean they're not going to sell you stuff at a good price. It doesn't. But you are probably more likely to get like the really good items from just regular people. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please come back for the 4th day of the 4 days in a row boot sale challenge. Is it a challenge? It's not really a challenge. It's a challenge getting up every morning in a row, I'll tell you that much. But especially today being Easter Sunday, I just wanted to just kind of not bother, to be honest. But there you go. Anyway, see you in the next one.